Q105, Q105.FM. It's Nick Giuliano on the phone with me right now. My pal Nick Jonas of the Jonas Brothers. Nick, what's up?
What's up, Nick?
What's going on, man? Good to talk to you. How you been?
Going well, man. I'm in my apartment in New York right now. Getting re-familiar with my home. I've been away for about 2 months, so it's kind of like I'm walking through like someone else's house, feels like. But it's good. It's good to be back.
So home for a little bit, but it's about to get crazier, correct?
Correct. Yeah. We were here for the last couple of days. We did like Fallon, which was amazing, and I'm kind of been on a promo run, and we go back to L.A. For the weekend and back out here for today's show and Kelly and Michael and all that.
I want to talk to you about Jimmy Fallon because I saw you guys and you performed Pom Poms, and we'll get to that. But how long did that skit where he plays the girl Sarah take to shoot? Because I think I'd be laughing the entire time.
Oh, my God. It was so hard to maintain composure on that, man. It was like, he's the first take, he sort of just was going through it and just getting comfortable. And then the second take, he just went for it. And we couldn't hold back the laughter. We had to do our very best. But it was really funny, and glad he asked us to be a part of that.
You performed Pom Poms. It's the new single, and I noticed on the Jimmy Fallon stage that you had a full band. Is that something that we're going to see on the tour when you guys come to Mohegan Sun Arena?
Yeah, man. We what's great is that band, the core, apart from kind of the horns and the two girls, have been with us from day one. So we're like a family out there, and I think that we'll have a big band setup. This record really requires a fullness in the sound, and we like creating that on stage live and giving the fans something really special.
I'm talking to Nick Jonas. The Jonas Brothers are going to be at Mohegan Sun Arena July 23rd. Tickets go on sale Saturday through Ticketmaster and Ticketmaster.com. We've been giving away tickets all week before they go on sale, Nick, and the response has been huge. People are really excited that you guys are coming here to Connecticut. So I know you guys are still prepping for the tour, which starts in July, but what can people expect?
I think the main thing people can expect is songs that they are familiar with, but also a lot of new songs. I think we want to make this a special show for our fans, and we've been out of the touring cycle now for about 3.5 years, and just started up a couple months ago. But we've worked really hard on this record and pushed ourselves, stepped outside of our comfort zone, and I think it's going to surprise a lot of people.
The single is Pom Poms, almost 4 million views on YouTube so far, Nick. And it seems, first off, like you guys had a lot of fun performing it on Fallon. It seems like it's going to be one of those fun songs to perform live.
It's got that feeling. Yeah, I mean, we haven't actually performed it in front of an audience yet live, like a concert. Just Fallon was the first performance, but I get the feeling it'll be really fun live, and it's all about capturing that energy, in that video. It's just kind of an undeniable dance song. We got to get up and move.
Back to the video, did you have a hand in casting the girls that dance? Because I think that would be a fantastic job to have.
Oh, I definitely did. I think that was the most important part to me.
What else is there? Except the other thing I noticed, and I don't know if this was just because it was a fun video, but what was up with all of the mascots and the different animal heads? Was there something behind that?
This video was shot right around the time the Harlem Shake was kind of blowing up. So we kind of use that as an inspiration just to infuse elements of that without going full Harlem Shake. But it was fun, and it was supposed to be a big party. And what was funny about the video shoot actually was it was pretty cold on set, and these poor girls were like, short shorts and like bras basically, like dancing around, and they were freezing. And I felt bad about it, but they look great. So it didn't matter.
So let's get back to the album for a second. I tweeted that I was doing this interview with you guys last night, and a lot of people are excited about this upcoming album. That people are wondering if it's going to sound a lot like Pom Poms, or are there different kind of songs? What's the album going to be like? A little preview.
Well, what's been really interesting about this record, from my perspective, is I actually produced the record as well as being in the band. I tried to pull from a lot of different things. I think as an ongoing theme and sort of overall tone on the record, it's got a really deep sound, and it goes pretty deep when we talk about the lyrics and stuff. But inspiration musically, Fleetwood Mac is a big one. Infused with actually kind of Kanye West sort of approach to the beats and the drums and the other tonal sounds. So it's a hybrid of a lot of things, but it doesn't all sound like Pom Poms. It's quite eclectic, but it still has consistency to it.
outside of the upcoming tour and the upcoming album, all three of you have other projects going on. And for you, I wanted to ask about Careful What You Wish For. It's a movie that I know just started pre-production wise, but can you tell us about this upcoming role that you just started on?
Yeah, it's really exciting. My first feature film, and acting's a major priority for me, as well as the stuff we're doing with the group. So this film is an independent. Starts shooting actually in about a week and a half. So the minute we're done with this kind of press push for the single, I head down to North Carolina and start shooting. But it's a really intense, dramatic thriller. So I think we'll have a lot of people kind of in shock, but also it'll be a good movie.
Kevin, of course, has Married to Jonas Season 2 on E! Premiering soon, and I know you and Joe were on it last season. Can we expect to see you again this season?
We are. They actually came down with us to South America and filmed some stuff, which was interesting. The reality show's been great for them, and they seem to be doing good through it all. And for us, it's been fun as well. We get to sort of document some cool moments of our lives, but I think that the tour is going to be an interesting thing for people to see.
Joe this morning was on the Today Show. I don't know that you can't speak to it too much, but I read the whole back and forth he's had with this girl from, I believe, Pepperdine. So that's kind of cool that he invited her to come to your tour opener July 10th.
Yeah, what's hilarious is you got to watch the video that he made.
Actually, before you called, I just watched it where he's in the Ricky Bobby outfit. Hilarious.
And that's the actual costume from the movie. Joe and I live together out in L.A. We have an apartment together, and so I came back from I think I was at the gym, and I came back. The Ricky Bobby, because it's usually on like a mannequin, and it's all like set up really nicely. We're big fans of the movie. It probably sounds ridiculous, but we love the movie. But anyway, so it's like the mannequin's out on the ground, and there's like red wine all over the place, and like candles lit, and he's in the Ricky Bobby costume. And it was kind of a bizarre scene, but the video's hilarious, and it's really sweet. He's gonna have her come out.
How did you get the actual suit from Talladega Nights? Where it's not on eBay?
It was there was an auction for it, I believe for charity that we got involved in, and we got it. So we own the Ricky Bobby costume. It comes with the Wonder Bread hat and everything.
All right, man. Well, listen, I really appreciate you taking time to talk to us here in Connecticut for Q105. Mohegan Sun Arena is the venue, July 23rd. Tickets are on sale this Saturday through Ticketmaster and Ticketmaster.com, JonasBrothers.com for a full list of tour dates. And good luck with the single and the album, man. I appreciate you calling in.
Thanks so much for having me.